it's time for a very, very coony vlog. You can't see me because it is 7:54, almost 8 o'clock. I am going to Grand Forks. You can't see me because it's dark, though you can see the road that way, but you can't see me. But that's okay. You don't need to see me. I don't have anything really that impressive on my face. Here, I'll do this. You can see I'm back, and you can see my dash. That's about it. Anyway, head to Grand Forks. Gonna go see Keith. Yeah, that's about it. Started a new job at work. I am no longer on the phones. I am now processing mail. So actual physical mail that gets sent into the bank. It is then imaged and scanned into an electronic system then where we can just process mail. So I don't ever touch any mail physically. It's all scanned in. And that's how I do the mail. So far, it's been pretty good. It certainly beats getting off the call center floor by a long shot. That was the main reason I took that position, is because it's off the phones and it presents a ton of new advancement opportunities at the bank, which is exactly what I'm looking for. There was a manager position posted. The manager position is still pending for that department that they just recently opened. So I applied for that. So I'm hopeful. I hope I get it. If not, no big deal. I'm still happy with my position presently at the moment. But if I get that, awesome. It's salary. It's it would just be the complete next step forward. Because going from the phones to mail is a lateral move. So no change in pay or anything, and it's same importance, I guess. So no difference there. Nothing, no less, no more pay. Though I did recently get a 10-cent raise. Not a ton, but in the long run it adds up. I think 10 cents an hour times 8 times 40-hour weeks times 80-hour work weeks. So 40 times 2. Yeah, it adds up. Anyway, on my way to see Keith. It's been a while since I've gone up to see him. Actually, the last video I recorded, which I didn't make public, but I recorded a video for my parents last time I went up to Grand Forks. That was a while ago. Man, that had to have been at least a couple months ago. No, it was back early January. Now it's February, what, 21st? I don't know. Oh, I'm actually passing the exit right now. Exit 123 on, oh, what highway is this? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know. But wait. No, I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Nothing else really new. Recently stepped into the realm of Android development, which I'm really excited to start working on and progressing in that area of development for the longest time. 5 or 6 years now I've been developing for PC, and I think it's about time that I push it out to Android. I also have the ability to develop for iPhone and Mac. However, those platforms I would require actually owning a Macintosh to compile builds for those two platforms. However, though, I can compile and develop for Linux and HTML5. HTML5 is pretty cool because it doesn't matter what platform you're on as long as you have a browser that supports HTML5. Even Google Chrome for Android supports HTML5. That platform can play the game. So that's cool. Though HTML5 is a little bit more limited than it would be if you were to play an exe right on Windows or whatnot, or running a deb file in Linux and installing it that way. But regardless, it's a step forward in the right direction, and I am very, very eager to start developing for Android. I've started so far. I've tried porting directly Polo, PC current build of Polo to the Android, though it's not possible because there's so many functions that Polo for PC utilizes, like there's TCP/IP protocols that only Windows has, and there's registry values that write and read, and oh man, it's a nightmare. And there's certain graphics functionality that DirectX uses that Polo takes advantage of that Android or HTML5 just can't use. So I went back, way over back to like the second ever build of Polo. And this is like the base engine when we rewrote it. When we rewrote the engine, not the first engine, the second engine, because there's been two engines. Blueberry Engine 1, which is what the first Polo ran on, we rewrote it because it was so cumbersome. And what happened basically is the first engine was built just to be basic and to the point, but then we incorporated achievements, high score lists, multiplayer, upgrades, all kinds of crap, springboards, moving conveyor belts, different enemy types, that it was not really as part of the engine, it was just stuff stacked on top of the engine. So as you can imagine, if you just kept stacking blocks up on top of each other, it would eventually become top heavy and not work that well. That's exactly what happened with the first Polo. It became way too cumbersome. It was slowing down. It wasn't as efficient as it could be. So we completely rewrote the engine, which then Blueberry Engine 2 was born. We took into consideration all these new aspects plus more and included it as part of the base engine. And that's why the second Polo runs so much better, is because it's completely rewritten from the ground up. Nothing reused other than, of course, graphics, but all the coding and all that stuff was all completely rewritten and better. So Blueberry Engine 2, the second or first engine, runs on runs on Android just fine, and that actually runs. Right now, I have an APK file. I'll include it as part of the description of this video for you to try out. Also, there was another game called, there was an AI test game that Alec had made. Surprisingly enough, I threw that into Android and ported it, compiled it for Android, and it actually runs really well. I'm very surprised because two different reasons. It's a very intensive game, as it's calculating all this AI behavior for each individual AI unit, and Android handles it very well. My phone at least does. I don't know about older phones, but regardless, Android runs it smoothly. And the second thing that surprises me is that AI game was also compiled for HTML5 way back when I had just HTML5 capabilities, and it didn't run that good. It wasn't optimized for that kind of gameplay, but Android can handle it just fine. Weird. Anyway, that's my spiel about Android development. I hope this vlog has been interesting to you guys. I know I say this every time, but I'm going to try and stay on top of my blog and stay on top of vlogging. Even though this isn't really video as much as is audio, it's still a vlog. It's on YouTube. Whatever. We'll call it a vlog. I mean, you can see the road, so why not call it a vlog? Anyway, you might be able to see me briefly because I... oh yeah, there I am. But anyway, that's it. Everyone... yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Bye.